As we were driving in today, I'd driven by a couple of 3 days ago and noticed the bushes outside were, I don't know, kind of shaggy, right up by the ditch there, right before Keith. And be dadgum if somebody read my mind, or better yet, maybe I read somebody else's, and they're out there shaving it off and cleaning it up. This is really a well-kept building facility, shall I say. And yeah, you get out here in the morning and just kind of look around, and the trees out by the Bald-Headed Bistro are all in full bloom, beautiful. The foliage is just great. They have somebody over here like every other day pruning the bushes and so forth. So I hope they keep it the same because it's just gorgeous. It really is. And it makes you appreciate walking into the studio. You know what I mean? It's a feel-good kind of day. I know I've given you the weather already, but just one more time, 88 degrees. The high today, and then partly cloudy right now. Currently, it's about 68, 70 degrees. I don't know. We'll get Yana to go out and put her arms out at a parallel position and spin around real fast and come back in and give us our barometric pressure. June 7th, birthdays. Iggy Azalea. You know, I don't know anything about these people. I realize that I watch television from time to time, very seldomly, really. I'll catch the news, the Trump news, and then I'm back off. I don't know why I don't watch TV anymore. Maybe it's because it just doesn't appeal to me. I guess that's another part of getting a little older. You have your favorite stars, for instance. Any movie that Gene Hackman is in, for instance, you know it's going to be a good movie. You just know. But at any rate, Iggy Azalea, I guess, is a rapper from Australia and won the American Music Award in 2014. So there you go. I've heard the name. Have no idea. They could walk down the street. They could even be going Iggy, 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 Iggy as they walk by, and I still wouldn't get it. 27 years old today. That's enough on Iggy. Liam Neeson, I can't tell you the rumor about him in Hollywood. Liam Neeson, he's 65 today. He's from Ireland. You know, you've seen him. The Taken series, Taken 1, Taken 2, Taken 3. They took his wife the first time, his daughter the second time, and then, I don't know, the housekeeper the third time. I can't. But he's a big fellow. I've never met him. I've seen him walking around a couple of times. Big guy. And he started boxing, as I understand it, when he was 9 years old. I had no idea about that. But, yeah, the guy is known to be, how shall I say this? Maybe I can't say it at all. A great lover? I don't know. That's about as close as I can get there. Speaking of that kind of guy, Tom Jones. Tom Jones, you remember the Tom Jones show? It came out in I think I was still in the Marine Corps, actually. Like in the 69, 68, 69, something like that. The Tom Jones show. It didn't matter. He could be singing Amazing Grace and be humping while he was singing. You know, that was the whole deal. And he'd come out and he'd have a couple of guest stars, and then at the end he would come out on stage, a makeshift stage on set, and be about 100 girls surrounding him, and he'd just jump out there and start dancing around, hunching around, and all the girls just went pop icon crazy. He's from Wales, by the way. A really nice guy. Yana and I bumped into him at a place called Cafe Roma in Beverly Hills I don't know, 6-8 months ago, something like that. And just a really fine guy. He started out as a bouncer, by the way. That's what he did. And then they had, not karaoke, but he just got up and sang with the band one night. And bingo, he became a sensation. And the guy at 77 years of age can still sing. He can wail. I mean, he's just got that big old nasty, deep voice. The trouble was, the last time I saw Tom Jones, actually, Jan and I together in Vegas saw Tom Jones. And now they cattle seat you. You know, you buy a whatever amount ticket, and they give you assigned seating. It used to be Vegas. It was really cool because you go through, the pit boss, and he gives you the VIP flash. And then you get to the front door, and you tip the guy to get you to the maitre d'. The maitre d', you tip him, and he gets you to the guy who's doing the seating. And then the guy doing the seating, if you want a booth on the rail by yourself, it's going to be a fin or $100 or something like that. And so we didn't get to, we sat in the middle or something because we were late getting tickets. And here comes Tom Jones out, and all that. And it was just really cool. And then he did a profile shot, and you could see the girdle he was wearing. It wasn't good at all. So anyway, Eddie Cartwright is coming up right after Anita Baker. You like Anita Baker, don't you? I mean, how can you not like Anita Baker? She's just, whew, Lord have mercy. I'm telling you, you listen to this girl and it makes you want to take your clothes off. You know what I mean? At least that's what we always hoped when we played it for you, girls. Anita Baker, and right after Anita comes Eddie Cartwright with Recollections on the Morning Stampede. Thanks for listening.
This desire never seems to go away. It's gonna take much more than hope to bring you close. I think I'll pray. I hear you say you've got a lot to give up, and there is so much more this heart of mine can take. If what you have to bring to me is positive, you send it right away, right away. I wanna know what good love feels like, good love. I want a love that's sure to stand the test of time. I wanna know what good love feels like. I wanna know morning, noon, and night.
Morning Stampede with Bill Stamps on Whoop Island.
Whoop, whoop.
Radio 99.
It's 25 minutos till 9 a.m. And on the phone with us is one of our favorite people in Cleveland, Tennessee. I got to tell you, Eddie Cartwright has been so very nice to me since we've been back here. It's nice to have you on the show this morning, Eddie.
Thank you.
Let me ask you, I was just mentioning, I don't know if you caught it, when I drive in the morning, on the right used to be a place called Cedar Lane Restaurant, right?
Yes.
I thought it was. And then it had a little, did it not have a little pond with some ducks and geese and so forth in the back?
It was in front of it.
Oh, was it in front of it?
Right.
Oh, okay. And there's a couple of trees around it. I mean, it was just very picturesque. And was there a little motel that was part of that in the back or not?
Yes.
I thought so. I don't know if you remember a fellow named Tom Beatty. Do you remember Tom?
Vaguely.
He was like a CPA or something. And he and my dad were two sporting bachelors around town. And they kind of competed for the same gals. You remember Nancy?
By the way, you don't have a little of that Stamps blood in you, do you?
No. Hey, I got to tell you something. And this is the truth of the matter. Jan and I have been together 20 years, and I just haven't looked the other way all that time. I just haven't. You know, I can't say that I was so good with my first marriage, but no, not at all. Yeah. Well, you gotta, if you don't have truth and loyalty and honesty, then you just don't have anything. You know, love comes after that as far as I'm concerned. But
and when you find something good, you hang on.
That's right. And for dear life, for that matter. So what kind of recollection do you have for our audience of 6 this morning?
I'm going to talk a little bit about city government history. Back in the day, the city of Cleveland Water Company got a great deal of its water from a spring down at Waterville. And there was a pretty good-sized farm around it, and which was being used by a local family, and they were raising some show horses on it and so forth. But the city owned it and leased it to the gentleman. And then J.B. Lambden came. He was an insurance salesman and loved golf, and he began to campaign around to get a city golf course. And he donated a whole lot of time and effort and did not get paid for it in the beginning. And to kind of shorten the story a little bit, as time went on, the city did begin to think well of having a golf course, and a little 9-hole course was opened up, and they hired Mr. Lambden to kind of look after it, which he did. He and Ms. Lambden, she kind of kept books, and he was the manager. And still a few years later, Kenneth Tinsley and just following Colonel Kelly, both of them were great city commissioners, they decided that we probably ought to go across the street. The city owns some property there, and add another 9 holes. So we'd have an 18-hole course. Well, that happened. And being a young guy in town, I was in college, and I got a job down there working for Mr. Lambden in the pro shop. There was a little garage there that they'd converted into an office and had a little hot dog machine in there, and I ran that little clubhouse for them and helped pay my way through school. But it was a great learning experience for me. And then years later on, when I was elected city commissioner, Mayor Deathrow came in my office one day and said, "Hey, Larry Presswood, who was in charge of community development, has found a grant that we could get to build a clubhouse at Waterville Golf Course. And it's a $90,000 grant, and we have to match it with $10,000, and said, I have 2 votes for it and 2 against it, and the way you go is the way that grant's going to go." And I thought about that, and I was not playing golf at the time. I was fishing with my friend Harlan Painter, the city attorney, but I thought well of it. I thought, that's a good deal for us. So I voted with the 3 made it 3 to get the grant. And we asked the city engineer, Joe Edwards, to look after it and the building of the building. And we built the clubhouse that's there now. And to make a long story a little shorter, Mr. Deathrow came in one day and he put a card down on my desk, and I looked at it. And it was a lifetime membership to the golf course down there. I said, Mayor, I don't play golf. And he said, but you might sometime. Well, I began to think about that, and I did begin to play. I had played a little bit. I was never a good golfer. I loved to play, but I was never a good golfer. So when I retired, every morning for about 15 years, 10 o'clock, the senior choose-up would go off, and I would usually be there in it. And I was down by there Sunday afternoon of this week. It has been leased out to a private concern, and there were 3 cars in the parking lot. And it's sad. I'm afraid it may go under as a golf course. And it's a little bit of history, and a lot of people learned to play golf there and then went on to the country club or to Chattahoochee Valley, and it just it kind of makes me feel a little bit sad for my old stomping grounds, Waterville Golf Course. And that's my story for today.
And that's a good one. You tell Maggie, I'm sorry, not in that order, Miltine and Maggie, we said have a great day, and you do the same, Eddie. Thanks so much for sharing here on Whoop FM, huh?
You got it.
All right, have a good day. That's our buddy Eddie Cartwright, an icon of Bradley County. We'll be right back.
Yeah! Start your day with Bill Stamps in the Morning Stampede.
The best is yet to come. And, babe, won't that be fun?
Catch Bill Stamps mornings on Whoop Island.
Whoop, whoop.
Radio 99.
Tired of carrying around cash in your pocket and tired of banks? Visit usmoneycard.com and get your prepaid debit card to use wherever MasterCard is accepted. It's a smart and safe alternative to carrying cash, and it's convenient. Even if you have a bill that requires a check, US Money Card has that too. Visit usmoneycard.com today and find out how to get your reloadable prepaid debit card. Log on, load up, and love your US Money Card. Visit usmoneycard.com for complete details.
At Buy Here, Pay Here USA, we don't just sell cars, we buy them. Bring your car, truck, or SUV down to Buy Here, Pay Here USA, and we'll give you a free appraisal with no obligation. We pay top dollar for most cars, so before you trade in your vehicle, come see us for an appraisal. At Buy Here, Pay Here USA, we pay the most for your car. Visit Buy Here, Pay Here USA in Cleveland, Dayton, or Chattanooga, or go to buyheresellhere.com. That's buyheresellhere.com. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
Hey, buckaroos, you're listening to the Morning Stampede with Bill Stamps on Whoop Island.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, Radio 99.
One can have a dream, baby. Two can make that dream so real. One can talk about being in love. Two can say how it really feels. One can worship on a star. Two can make that wish come true, yeah. One can stand alone in the dark. Two can make the light shine through. It takes two, baby. It takes two, baby. Me and you. Just take two. It takes two, baby. It takes two, baby. To make a dream come true. Just take two. One can have a broken heart, living in misery. Two can really ease the pain like the perfect remedy. One can be alone in the crowd like an island is all alone. Two can make it just for any place, seem just like a being home. It takes two, baby. It takes two, baby. Me and you. Just take two. It takes two, baby. It takes two, baby. To make a dream come true. Just take two. Just take two. Just take two. One can
And now, back to the Morning Stampede. Call 614-5553 to be a part of the show. Only on Whoop Island.
Whoop, whoop.
Radio 99.
Good morning. It's 8:45 in the awning. You're in tune to the Morning Stampede till 10 a.m. this morning. Randy Fox just dropped in. One of my, I guess the number one alma mater from Arnold Junior High. That's as far as I know him. I split for the West Coast. My family did. And, boy, I regret not having, I tried to stay here. I came back for the summer of, I think, my sophomore year going into my junior. And it didn't work out, and I had to go back home. But I've been invited to the very nice of Elaine Murphy Donahoe and Randy Fox and company to invite me to the 50th high school reunion, Bradley Central High reunion, in September sometime. And that's generally when we run overseas and visit Yana's parents, who are getting quite elderly. But if I'm in town, absolutely. And if we stay, I don't know. We're still working this thing out. We've got a couple of months to go. I'd like to. That's part of the reason I was on the phone for so long a couple of days ago, is just I'm trying to arrange things so that I could extend for maybe another 6 months or so. I'd like to. Cleveland 88 today, Chattanooga 90 degrees, sunny all day. Tri-Cities partly cloudy and 82 degrees. Nashville is 84 with plenty of sun, partly cloudy in Knoxville, 84 degrees. Memphis 86, sunny. And if you're heading down toward hot Atlanta, well, it's hot, 90 degrees. Guess what? Sunshine. I want to say shout outs to Fast Eddie and what is Fast Eddie and somebody G? What's Big G? Okay, so Fast Eddie, Big G, and Bullet, of course, i.e. Roy Rogers. You remember? I guess he was named after Roy Rogers' dog. I don't know. And then the Va-Va-Voom girl, Suzanne Anderson. Fast story about Suzanne. I met her via her husband, Ray Anderson, when we were all called in, assembled from all over the country, literally. I came in from Hawaii to... I came in to pay back a favor that I owed a fellow named Terry Brown, who I guess is no longer with us, but he was managing a station, Big Gus, WGUS in Augusta. And here comes Ray Anderson, I think from Jetfly WFLI over Lookout Mountain, Tennessee. And Ray said, I'd like to introduce you to my wife sometime. I said, sure, I'd love to meet her. And here comes this Va-Va-Voom girl. You know what I mean? Just sashaying right down the trail. I mean, I couldn't. She had two great Va-Vas and a really strong Voom, if you know what I mean. So Va-Va-Voom girl, Suzanne Anderson out there listening. Cedar Lane restaurant, wherever you are. And I don't know why they put this on here. Jesse Poteet. He's a great graphic artist who's helping us with the first program for the upcoming horse show, Chattanooga Cleveland horse show, happening 15th through the 18th of this month, working with Ann Neal and company. Great people out that way. Chuck Suits and Bill Emmendorfer and Bobby Hayes and Tommy Messier and Sharon Rector-Liner. Good morning to you. Donna Carter and Bill Lander and Nancy Lewis and Thomas Cry and Marilyn Harden Gibson, another one of those gals with 3 or 4 names. Stan Martz is over in Nashville listening to us. We appreciate that. And a shout out to Randy Fox and Betty, as she's probably fishing for dinner right now. I guess that's about it. Oh, Yana gave me this note. Cary Grant is the former Cary Grant home in Palm Springs is up for sale for $3.495 million. They say he owned the home. By the way, I know for a fact because we looked at that house. He didn't own it. He leased it. But he stayed there in the Las Palmas area of Palm Springs, 1954 to 1972. During that time, the North by Northwest Star boasted the likes of Clark Gable, Katharine Hepburn, and Howard Hughes, even naming a wing of the house after Alfred Hitchcock. The estate sits on over 1.5 acres, and if you're in the area, it's called the Movie Colony is what it is. And so, yeah, if you're going to move to Palm Springs and you're interested in buying a celebrity's home, then there you go, 3.495. I tell you what, let's do. It's 11 minutes before the hour of 9 o'clock here on the Morning Stampede. I tell you what, I know you didn't tune in just to listen to all this, especially who cares about Cary Grant's home. So let's go with Kirk Franklin this morning, folks, and it's just make you smile. Everybody get up and just feel the Lord. Jump around. Smile. All those boys down at Hardy's waiting for Randy Fox. Get up there and just start jumping around. Here we go, everybody.
It's a new day. stuck in my heart and it feels like a cold night. Today's a new day, but where are my blue skies? Where is the love and the joy that you promised me? Tell me it's alright.
I'll be honest with you.
I almost gave up, but a power that I can't explain fell from heaven like a shower now.
When I think how much better I'm gonna be when this is over.
Smile, even though I hurt, see I smile. I know God is working, so I smile. Even though I've been it for a while.
What you do?
I smile.
Come on and
Smile. It's so hard to look up when you've been down. Sure would hate to see you give up now.
God's people.
You look so much better when you smile. So smile.
Now every day ain't gonna be perfect, but it still don't mean today don't have purpose. Come on.
Today's a new day, but there is no sunshine. Nothing but clouds and it's dark in my heart and it feels like a cold night.
It ain't easy, but
Today's a new day, but tell me where are my blue skies?
where is that love, y'all?
Where is the love and the joy that you promised me? Tell me it's alright.
The truth is,
I almost gave up, but a power that I can't
that
explain
Holy Ghost power, y'all.
fell from heaven like a shower now.
Now I know we've been hurt, y'all, but still,
I smile,
come on.
even though I hurt, see I smile.
Y'all feel that?
I know God is working, so I smile. Even though I've been it for a while,
Still,
I smile.
hallelujah.
Smile. It's so hard to look up when you've been down. Sure would hate to see you give up now.
God's people,
You look so much better when you smile.
let's go.
For me,
Whoa.
can you just smile for me?
Whatever you're in right now,
Smile for me.
smile.
Can you just smile for me?
And my people say,
You look so much better when you. You look so much better when you. You look so much better when you.
I say,
You look so much better when you.
and while you waiting,
You look so much better when you.
yeah, and while you praying,
You look so much better when you.
look in the mirror.
You look so much better when you.
Always remember,
You look so much better when you smile.
Come on.
I almost gave up.
I almost gave
Power
up,
that I can't
but that
explain.
Holy Ghost power, y'all,
Fell from heaven,
came
like
down
a
from
shower
heaven.
now.
Hardships, difficulties,
Right now,
tears, storms. This is what I do.
I smile. Even though I hurt, see I smile.
But that feels good.
I know God is working, so I smile.
All things are working.
Even though I'm in it for a while,
Still,
I smile. Smile.
hallelujah.
It's so hard to look up when you've been down.
I know it's hard right now
Sure would hate to see you give up now.
because you're a winner.
You look so much better when you smile.
You look better.
So smile. You
Dallas,
look so much better when you.
New
You
Orleans,
look so much better when you.
come on,
You
Cleveland,
look so much better when you. You
Detroit,
look so much better when you.
yeah, Philly,
You look so much better when you.
Jersey,
So much better when you.
LA.
So much better when you.
All my people say,
You look so much better when you smile.
see, I just don't want you to be happy, but then you gotta have something happen then. I want you to have joy, cause can't nobody take that from you. I see you. Smile.
I'll grab another cup of Joe and be right back with you.
Bill Stamps and more of the Morning Stampede next on Whoop Island.
Whoop, whoop.
Radio 99.
This is Teresa Gilbert from the Village Bake Shop in Cleveland, Tennessee. Do you have a birthday, wedding, or anniversary coming up and want that perfect cake? Need some donuts to sweeten up your coworkers? Want to surprise your sweet thing with a bag of cookies? Then come on over to the Village Bake Shop. Family operated since 1961, the Village Bake Shop is your first and last stop for fresh baked goods that will feed your sweet tooth. The Village Bake Shop located at the Village Green Town Center. The phone number here is 423-476-5179. See you soon.
Yeah! Start your day with Bill Stamps in the Morning Stampede.
The best is yet to come. And babe, won't that be fun?
Catch Bill Stamps mornings on Whoop Island.
Whoop, whoop.
Radio 99.
Boogum now, baby, you're casting your spell on me. I say, boogum now, baby, you're casting your spell on me. You got me doing funny things like a clown. Just look at me. When you wear your high-hole boots with your hip hugger suit, it's alright. You're out of sight. And you wear that cute mini skirt with your brother's sloppy shirt. I admit it, girl, that I can't dig it. You know, I say, boogum now, baby, you're casting your spell on me. I say, boogum now, baby, you're casting your spell on me. You got me doing funny things like a clown. Just look at me. When you wear your bell-bottom pants, I just stand there in a trance. I can't move. You're in the groove. Would you believe, little girl, that I'm crazy about you? Now go now with your bad self. Casting spells on me. Now mercy, mercy on me. Alright, when you wear those big earrings, long hair and things, you got style, girl, that show is wild. And you wear that cute trench coat and you're standing and posing. You got soul, you got too much soul. I just said to God the boo, said to God the boo, said to God the boo, now casting your spell on me.
And now, back to the Morning Stampede. Call 614-5553 to be a part of the show. Only on Whoop Island.
Whoop, whoop.
Radio 99.
Hey, y'all. Sorry for that little glitch. Sometimes we got to feed the hamsters, and then they start running again. It's 3 minutes before the hour of 9 o'clock. We're here till 10 o'clock this morning, and, you know, a few minutes afterwards maybe. Just depends on if we've gotten in enough music for you. We just want you to feel those sweet nothings coming out at you. Shout out to Senator Mike Bell. Mike, thanks so much for all your help on a couple of things involving the horse show. Aaron over at the Bistro, same goes to you. And I guess we should say hello to Toby over there at Jones Property Management. Sylvia Coates and Bill and Claudette Harmon are listening. We appreciate that. Barbara McKinley down in, I think either Alabama or Georgia. I think she's coming back up this way from Cleveland, Tennessee originally. Nancy Lewis and J.J. Ruby Hall and Robbie Lauren and Billy McNabb and Bob Harrison and Jenny Marie Murris, just to name a few. You know, we're receiving so many nice comments through Facebook, and then of course when you send us something via Facebook. By the way, Yana set us up on the Morning Stampede on Facebook. It's not quite there yet, but nevertheless, it's open and ready for business. So you can, make a request to be a friend on that, and or just Bill Stamps. Simple enough, huh? I by the way, I wanted to clarify this. I've had 3 or 4 questions about it, and I don't know. I think after a while you address anything too many times, and it's just not that big a deal. But no, I'm not a born-again Christian, just believe in God. So there you go. And I stopped drinking. Did I go to AA and all that crap? No, I just quit drinking because I was getting in trouble. I mean, I was getting in barroom fights when I was in my late 50s, early 60s, for crimini's sake. So I just had to give it up. I don't know why. I'm as a matter of fact, do you remember in the high school annuals? I don't know if they do it anymore. But back in the 60s, they did. I graduated in 66 from high school. And, it's one of those things where they would have a little caption below you saying something about you or your personality or what people thought of you during your time in high school. And mine, embarrassingly enough, was he was carefree and gay. But at the time, gay meant being happy. It's kind of like the song with Little Richard, "You Show Love to Ball." Well, that wasn't ball. That was dance. That's what it meant in those days. Party, So you show love to ball, carefree and gay. So I wanted to clarify on this drinking thing. Because I've read a couple of things where they're talking about I was an alcoholic. No, I wasn't an alcoholic. I just drank too damn much. I don't know if there's a difference. The point is that I never really depended upon it. It was just the thing you did when you went out and had lunch. I'd start at lunch and roll. And the Hollywood thing is, by the way, let's just see how much you can hold and how long you can go. And so that, and mix a few drugs with that, and man, I was rocking. So I just had to give that up. I just had to get on the better side of life. And I recommend that to any of you who find yourself kind of bloated, not feeling well the next morning. Just check out what you did the night before. And if it involves a lot of drinking, and, most of the times you're drinking because you have insecurities in life. You do. You have to have a prop. And that's what you do. You just start drinking, and pretty soon your reality turns into non-reality, and then there you go. It's a great life, but not really. And those around you suffer the consequences as well, I might add. And I had to take that into consideration and stop being so self-centered about things. That's the way I felt that I was being by just doing whatever the hell I felt like, and everybody else was just going to have to fall in line. It's kind of like that Milt Larson. He's a great artist who kind of went crazy for a while and then came back with us. But he did all these fancy drawings, really cool drawings with animals, including cows. Had a whole series of cows. And there's this one depiction of a cow lying on a psychiatrist's couch. And he says, I don't know, do you think it's me or the rest of the herd? So, you know what I mean? Hello to Ann and Bess Neal. I got that big horse show coming up on the 15th of this month out at the Bess Neal Arena. I want to say hello to 2 young ladies, Mrs. Varnell and Mrs. Rohde out there. Mrs. Rohde had a slight heart attack. I don't know how, but I guess she's doing really well. She's a tough little bird, let me tell you. I know she listens to us, so I appreciate that. I love you with all my heart, darling. One of my 6 mothers here, years back. Hello to Teresa Holmes, my sister Heather. We spoke, I don't remember it, but we spoke yesterday. Hello, Heather. And Mary Margaret Abel Stamper. I'll give her her due. She can have all 4 names if she likes. Listening to us, came in the other day to the studio, and bless her heart, sweet gal. Nancy White and Bella and Jack and Jim Mayfield. Spoke with Jim. Oh, that's right. We spoke on the air yesterday. I forgot, Jim. I'm sorry. How's the golf game? Nadine Bailey and Stan Ackerman and Eddie Radford. So there you go. There's a few for you today. Let's see here. What else do we have? I was going to ask you, do they have, I don't think they do. But you remember, neighborhoods used to be kind of cool, especially in the South. Not so much on the West Coast, by the way. Everybody has a wall and a gate and trees and azaleas, and you just kind of hide from everybody, and nobody knows each other's names. I never knew in Malibu, for instance, what our next door neighbors' names were, and nobody puts their names on the mailbox either. I don't know if that's out of fear or what, but they just don't. I guess it's nobody's business, but you can go hide in a big city, and that's what a lot of people do. But back here, I remember just the neighborhoods were glorious. I remember the Ball family, B-A-L-L, on Georgetown Pike. It was Billy and Doug Ball, I think. I understand Billy blew his brains out, sad. And then Doug Ball, I can't remember what happened to him, but we used to play kick the can out in the front yard, and all the neighbors would congregate. This is in the summertime, obviously. And, all the neighbors would congregate on a front porch, drinking iced tea and Budweiser. And we'd all play kick the can and just roll until like 11 o'clock at night on a summer night. Neighborhoods were just great in those days. That's when you did, in fact. You could run next door in your house robe and borrow a cup of sugar or the lawnmower or et cetera. Everybody kind of chipped in to help someone new coming into the area. And speaking of that, do you remember Welcome Wagons? Welcome Wagons was this program where someone from the neighborhood, I don't know if it was through the chamber or not, but someone would come into your neighborhood with a big old basket of goodies, right? Baked goods and so forth, and then coupons or free dry cleaning. Just wanted to, it was a step up. It was a smart thing to do for businesses to join in to Welcome Wagon because, and generally they would pick on, they would select businesses like a dry cleaner or a bank or a gas station that were close by that neighborhood so that it made sense. And you go, wow, okay, so I get $15 free dry cleaning. And then they hooked you. It was a smart move. I don't know why they don't do that anymore. Maybe it's just people don't communicate with people quite as well as they used to, or they don't choose to. It could be that. You never can tell. Hello to Shelby out at the Ocoee Horse Riding Center. Brand new. It's great. About 50 acres, and you ride a mess of horses, and everybody feels good. Denise Wright, she's, handling the Lord's work, running Rainbow Riders, therapeutic horse riding for challenged children. Just a really, really great and worthwhile project. It's been going on for a long time. Esther Phillips is she's just always been one of my favorites. Here's something from her past. It has to be her past. She's gone now. Esther Phillips with a Van Morrison cover called Mystic on the Morning Stampede. We're here till 10.
We were born before the wind, also younger than the sun. Everybody but was warm as we sailed into the misty. Can you hear the singers cry? Smell the sea and feel the sky. Let your soul and your spirit fly into the misty. And when that foghorn blows, I will come home. And when the foghorn blows, I wanna hear it. just like in the days of old. And we will float into the sea.
From Hardwick Farms to Blythewood Farm, thanks for listening to Whoop Island. Radio 99.
After 135 years, Hardwick Clothes, America's oldest since 1880, has delivered on our commitment to produce the finest navy blazer in America. This limited edition blazer was announced as the style winner in Garden and Guns Made in the South Awards. Crafted in Cleveland, Tennessee, we use premium Italian wool from Vitale Barberis, custom Bimberg lining, and signature gold buttons. It's available through the finest men's stores or at hardwick.com.
Financial Recovery, licensed and bonded collection agency, located right here in Cleveland, Tennessee. Give them a call at 423-473-7670. Small town service with big city results. A full service medical, commercial, retail, and individual collection service. Celebrating 10 years in business. Call Financial Recovery at 423-473-7670 to help you with your accounts receivable and past due invoices. Financial Recovery, 423-473-7670.
It's the Morning Stampede with Bill Stamps, weekday mornings on Whoop Island.
I'm gonna steal me a silver stallion.
And it's my pleasure to have on the line great friend Ann Neal with Blythewood Farms. Hello, Ann.
Good morning.
Now, you've got a big horse show coming up out at the Best Neal Arena. When is it, Ann?
June the 15th through the 18th. All-breed horse show with saddlebred horses, hackney ponies, and Friesians. Those are three breeds that show often together. We usually sell 250 to 350 stalls, bring horses in from all over the country.
Wow.
As well as owners and exhibitors and trainers.
Do you keep up with William Shatner?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what is he, like 83, 84 years old, something like that?
I think you're right. And he's a great promoter of our breed. Anytime he gets an interview, he mentions what he does and what his wife Liz does, and their interest in show horses, which is neat. We appreciate that.
Join Bill Stamps weekday mornings on Whoop Island.
Whoop, whoop.
Radio 99.
He don't love you like I love you. If he did, he wouldn't break your heart. He don't love you like I love you. He's trying to tear us apart. Fare thee well, I know you're leaving for the new love that you found. The handsome guy that you've been dating. Whoa, I've got a feeling he's gonna put you down, because he don't love you like I love you. If he did, he wouldn't break your heart. He don't love you like I love you. He's trying
the great quotations. He says the things I wish I could say. Whoa, but he's had so many rehearsals. Girl, to him it's just another play. But wait, and when the final act is over and you're left standing all alone, when he takes his bow and makes his exit, I'll be there to take you home. He don't love you, and he never will, like I love you. Because if he did, he wouldn't break your heart. Well, he don't love.
And now, back to the Morning Stampede. Call 614-5553 to be a part of the show. Only on Whoop Island. Radio 99.
It's 9:17 in the yawning. Good morning to the Aha girl, Alice Hewitt Ames. And Doc Hollywood listens to us, I guess, on a semi-religious basis. Steve Crump and the Preacher Man, who does a show here on Wednesday evenings. J.D. Walker and Janice Dahmer and Andy, is that Andy Hickman? Yeah, Andy Hickman. Looks like Andy Hickman. It's Andy Hickman, right, Yana? Grace Reinbow, we already said. Sissy Fiegel Staller. We appreciate the kind words, Sissy. Francis Wyatt and Neil Reiser, Steve Hartline Sr., sneaking in to listen to us. Jimmy Carter, not that guy, but another Jimmy Carter. And Kathy French, just to name a few. Wanda Harrington, thanks so much for listening. We really do appreciate that. Yana just put this in front of me about the Stuttering Foundation. It says that stuttering affects only 1% of the world population, but that still turns out to be 70 million people. Do you know, and it's terrible, but when I was a kid, I was a horrible stutterer. A lot of complications in my life, family life, from the time that I guess I was born. And, I guess it just affected me. I had no idea. The doctors made a big deal about it, and they were going to try to give me some kind of operation of all things. And what it was is I was just, crazy because of all kinds of crap going on in my life as a kid that I couldn't control. And so I just began a horrible case of stuttering. And I did that. I stuttered from, like the 3rd grade to the 5th grade, something like that. Terribly. I had straight A's in school. I don't know how I did that, but by the same token, I just couldn't communicate. Here I was, the son of a great radio announcer, and I stuttered like crazy. And so I learned on my own. And the way I did it, by the way, was that it's not one of those things where you think about what you're going to say when you say it, is that I sang it a little bit. So everything that I said, I just sang a little bit. You remember Mel Travis? He was horrible, a stutterer. And yet, with music, not at all. There's a couple of other guys like that, too. I can't remember, but that's what I did. So I would just kind of chirp a little, I would sing a little bit. And if I got asked questions in class, then I would answer them by singing, and they would say, knock that off. And it'd be like, you don't understand. So I feel for all of you out there, but just try a little singing, get a tune in your head and, as you begin to speak, just think about it being in song form. I know it sounds crazy, but for those of you who do have that horrible thing, stuttering, I say horrible in the sense that it's horrible for you, I know. There is a cure. And then breathe a lot. Sounds silly. You remember when your mom used to tell your grandmother, somebody, just breathe and relax. They knew what they were talking about. That's what you do. You just breathe and relax and enjoy this life. Like Cher said, this ain't no dress rehearsal. This is it, unless you believe in evolution, and my luck, I'll come back as one of those cows. It's 9:20 in the yawning. You're in tune to the Morning Stampede. We're here all the way up until 10 o'clock this morning. I want to say hello to T Cookie over there at the Village Bake Shop. We'll give you a holler later. Did I say, I said hello to all these people here. So anyway, Billy Don Burns, we spoke with him yesterday too. I forgot. So hello, Billy. I'm not kidding you. If you just tuned in, I had about 2 hours of sleep yesterday, so I just wasn't with it here. Missy and Chuck Blackburn and William Wright and Susan Giaccona And Mike Renner, another one of my friends from Arnold Junior High, listens to us, and his son. As a matter of fact, Joe Renner works out at Bendabout Farm, where we're staying right now. And Gary Thompson at the Countryside Cafe. We're preparing our lawsuit as we speak, Gary. Every time I drive by that place, it's like the walls call to me, that building does, just over the county line, right? Countryside Cafe. Boy, it's great. And, anyway, I'm sure that I have a lawsuit there somewhere because their food is just so damn good. It's just, it's what I came back here for. Isn't that crazy? But, like I used to, my grandparents used to be eating lunch and they talk about what they're going to have for dinner or what they had last night while they're eating. And, anyway, where are we here? Oh, that's right. I'm on the air. Hey, you want to listen to some Boz Scaggs? We really like Boz Scaggs. You want to get that dirty low down going on? Get that dirty plus tax. Get it going on. All right, girls, like Suzanne, get up there, move around, shake that booty, get in front of the mirror, and then get in front of the window and open the drapes. Let us all see. We love you, darlings. We're going to be here for a while. Boz Scaggs and Dirty Low Down on the Morning Stampede, where we just wake the town and tell the people, la 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 la.
Babies into running around, hanging with the crowd, putting your business in the street, talking out loud, saying you bought us this and that, how much you done spent. I swear she must believe it's all heaven sent. Hey boy, you better bring the check around to the sad, sad truth, the dirty low down. Taught her how to talk like that. Yeah, that big idea. Nothing you can't handle, nothing you ain't got. Put your money on the table and drive it off the lot. Turn on that old love light, turn and make it to a yes. Same old schoolboy game got you into this mess. Hey, son, you better get on back to town. Face the sad old truth, the dirty low down. Put those ideas in your head. Have a Jones for this, Jones for that. This running with the Joneses, boy, just ain't where it's at. You're gonna come back around to the sad, sad truth, the dirty low down. Got you thinking like that, boy.
Gotta take a pause for the cause, y'all.
Bill Stamps and more of the Morning Stampede next on Whoop Island. Radio 99.
If you need a little green, Lending Frog is making deals. He'll lend you cash on any kind of wheels. Borrow just a little, or you can borrow big. Lending Frog is a new financial gig. It's hip to hop into cash. LendingFrog.com is making a splash. Dig it, dig it. Dig it, dig it. Check into cash.
Need a little extra cash right away? Who doesn't? Turn your car into cash at Check into Cash.
Get up to $4,000 with your car title only from Check into Cash. You get more cash with a Check into Cash title line of credit.
Turn your car into cash today at Check into Cash. Visit checkintocash.com for the store near you.
$4,000 title line of credit maximum based on value of vehicle and ability to repay. Subject to credit approval. See store for details.
Mornings on Whoop Island are getting even better with Bill Stamps.
The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Only on Whoop Island. Radio 99. And now, back to the Morning Stampede. Call 614-5553 to be a part of the show. Only on Whoop Island. Radio 99.
It's 9:30 in the yawning. You're in tune to the Morning Stampede with your host, the host with the most, what we used to say, Bill Stamps. That's right. For a minute there, I forgot who the hell I was. Did I say hello to T. Cookie? I guess I did. I've said hello to pretty much all these people here, Yana. You can go through names rather quickly. I appreciate all the hard work you put into writing these names down, but then it only takes a minute or two to kind of roll through it. Anyway, where are we? Oh, here's from Yana's news desk. Another major daytime fireball streaks across the sky over St. Louis, Missouri, and then parts of Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, and Kentucky. On June 6th, there was loud booms reported. The space rock was described as a flash that fell from the sky. It flew over the St. Louis area around 11:40 a.m. The fact that it was visible during the day means that it must have been huge and thus very rare. So there you have it from Yana's news desk. And oh, yes, we must report floods from around the world. Biblical-sized floods are currently sweeping across Western and Eastern Europe. It's not funny, but it kind of is. Days of downpours have so far caused 10 deaths in Germany, 2 in France and Romania. See, Yana, here's the problem. You're European, right? And what you don't realize is that nobody in Bradley County gives a flip about biblical-sized floods in Germany. I'm sorry. I know that, when you were growing up and that sort of thing, that's what you guys paid attention to, that, and you watch soccer and tennis all the time on TV. Did you, I guess, what's his name, Gaddafi? What was his first name? I don't remember. Mullamar, or something like that. I don't know. Mulligan? Gaddafi. Remember, he was the wildcat that wore the crazy garb and just was high on drugs and had female bodyguards that looked like they came from the Robert Palmer video. I mean, do you remember when he traveled with his all-female Amazonian guards, who are also referred to as the Green Nuns, to New York City, and he wanted to pitch a tent in Central Park? I think they let him finally, and he had some camels and that sort of thing. By the way, I got a terrible joke about Mabel the camel, but I can't tell it over the air. But remind me, when I feel like it's my last day here, I'll tell you the story, okay? It's what is it? It's like 28 minutes before the hour of 10 o'clock, in case you have to be somewhere at 10. If you do, you got a great job. If you only got to get there by 10 o'clock. Hello to the folks out at Jenkins. We understand they're listening, tuning us in the morning out there. We appreciate that very much. And then the young lady next door to us here, Vehicle Appraisal, blah, 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 Center. I guess they've got us on next door there. So we're happy you turned us on. By the way, did you have you kind of worked on telling the truth? I don't know about you guys, but I have just found that it just works out splendidly. I used to lie my ass off. I just did. When I was a kid, I just, you know how it started? My mother had a very difficult time because of personal problems. And getting up in the morning, she did a carpool when we lived in Franklin, Tennessee. We lived there just prior to coming to Cleveland. And with her, right next door to the post office, as a matter of fact, she just had some really bad problems going on. And so she couldn't get up in the morning. And I'd make her this Sanka coffee, mind you, this horrible stuff that she drank. And she'd sit there and chain smoke Lucky Strikes and drink that Sanka and then go in there and put on her makeup and put on her dress. And she pooled with all these teachers down to Chickamauga, Georgia, where they were, it was actually challenged children that they were teaching. My mother had a master's and a doctorate, just had problems. So at any rate, she would always be late. And as a result, I would have to go out and kind of entertain the carpool of teachers, mind you, that would be waiting for her very patiently in the car, like 4 of them, sitting there in this little bitty car waiting for my mother to get her makeup on and her dress and get out there in time, and then they'd fly down to Chickamauga, I guess. And so I became a great liar right then and there, because you didn't want to say, that we're having personal problems and that sort of thing. So you just kind of made up stories. And I had these concoctions that were just unbelievable, just really, really great lies. I wish they had been true. It would have been fantastic. So don't live a lie. My grandmother used to say, okay, now we're getting closer to the truth, which meant I know that you are BSing me right now about where you've been and why you weren't here when I told you to be. But the truth of the matter is that, telling the truth is just a real good thing. Sometimes you have to keep it to yourself, because the truth might hurt someone else's feelings. But as long as you know the truth and you try to live the truth, I really think that's what it's all about. Don't you? Okay, so there you go, my little bandstand thing for you this morning, grandstand. Cleveland, 88 degrees today. Wednesday, tomorrow, 82 degrees. By the way, we're not here tomorrow, as you probably know. Those 6 of you that are ardent fans of the show, or shall I say listeners, I can't really go that far, fans. But Backfire will be here. Steve Doball Hickson hosts the show, and a couple of guys, real smart guys, who just scream, but they're very smart. Democrat and Republican, I guess. Thursday, it's 88 degrees, and Friday, going to get back up into the 90s. Saturday and Sunday, look out. We're getting close to 100 degrees, 97 degrees. I guess summer is just around the corner, right? Chattanooga 90, Tri-Cities today 82 degrees, Nashville 84, and Memphis 86, et cetera, et cetera. It's 25 minutes before the time we get out this month. So in the meantime, why don't we do this? We'll just play you Lisa Stansfield and Barry White. Oh, my baby. All around the world. Yeah. If you had Barry White's voice, you'd get laid on a daily basis, or shall I say nightly. Maybe all day, all night, all around the world. That's Lisa and Barry.
Around the world and I can't find my baby. I don't know when, I don't know why he's gone away, and I don't know where she can be. My baby, but I'm gonna find him
someday, some way.
Ooh, we had a quarrel, and I let myself go. I said so many things he didn't know. When I was so bad, and I don't think he's coming back. He gave the reasons he should go. He said things he hadn't said before, and he was so mad. And I don't think he's coming back. I did too much dying. I wasted too much time. Now I'm here and crying. Been around the world and I can't find my baby. I don't know when, I don't know why he's gone away, and I don't know where she can be. My baby.
I know you are, baby. I know you are, baby. You've been a bad girl.
You're gonna help me.
You've been a bad girl, Lisa.
So but hard. He never did me wrong. I was the one, the weakest one of all, and now I'm so sad. And I don't think he's coming back. I did too much dying, wasted too much time. Now I'm here and crying. Around the world and I can't find my baby. I don't know when, I don't know why he's gone away, and I don't know where he can be. My baby, but I'm gonna find him.
I know you will, baby.
Ooh, been around the world and I can't find my baby. I don't know when, I don't know why he's gone away, and I don't know where she can be. My baby, but I'm gonna find him. Ooh, I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna find him.
Someday, baby.
I did too much dying, wasted too much time. Now I'm here and crying. Been around the world and I can't find my baby. I don't know when, I don't know why he's gone away, and I don't know where he can be. My baby, but I'm gonna find him.
Someday, some way.
I've been around the world looking for my baby. Been around the world, and I'm gonna find. Been around the world, and I can't find my baby.
And let me pay a little rent, and we'll be right back.
Bill Stamps and more of the Morning Stampede next on Whoop Island. Radio 99.
Whoopsters out there. The Etowah Moonshine Music Festival at Savannah Oaks Winery is time for the second annual. Yes, that's right. Last year was the inaugural. That'd be the first for you and me, maybe. But the second annual will now be bigger and stronger, coming up on Friday and Saturday, June the 10th and 11th. Remember, your doctor said to turn your head. Friday and Saturday, June the 10th and June 11th. It's the second annual Etowah Moonshine Music Festival at Savannah Oaks Winery. That's up there on Delano Road, just in Delano. Which reminds me, why is it the Etowah Moonshine Festival? We'll talk to Betty about that later. Call Betty for that information and more at 263-0421. 263-0421. Get information. It's 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. both days. Now, you can win tickets here on Whoop by listening, or you can get them from Betty early, or you can buy them at the gate for $10 a piece for the adults, and adults is the same as adults. Or children 10 and under are free. Don't forget the special guests, the TV celebrities from the TV series Moonshiners, which will be our guest on Thursday, June the 9th, right here in the studio, as well as American Idol finalist Jessica Muse. She'll be singing both nights as well. There'll be local crafters, lots of food, and plenty of beverages, including my favorite, the Tarver Distributing Anheuser-Busch beer tent, and a bunch of live music, including Convertible on that Saturday the 11th. All kinds of sponsors, all kinds of food, all kinds of fun. It's the second annual Etowah Moonshine Music Festival at Savannah Oaks Winery, 263-0421. Mark your calendars now.
Mornings on Whoop Island are getting even better with Bill Stamps.
Remember, we're all in this together.
The Morning Stampede with Bill Stamps. Only on Whoop Island.
Whoop, whoop.
Radio 99.
Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. Yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No. Yeah. I just want to tell you right now that, I really do believe that something's got a hold on me here. Oh, must be love. Oh, something's got a hold on me right now, child. Oh, it must be love. Let me tell you now, I've got a feeling, I feel so strange. Everything about me seems to have changed. Step by step, I got a brand new walk. I even sound sweeter when I talk. I said, oh, hey, yeah. Oh, it must be love. You know it must be love. Let me tell you now, something's got a hold on me here. Oh, it must be love. Oh, something's got a hold on me right now, child. Oh, it must be love. Let me tell you now, I've never felt like this before. Something's got a hold on me that won't let go. Believe I'd die if I only could. I feel so strange, but it sure is good. I said, hey, yeah. Oh, it must be love. You know it must be love. Let me tell you now, my heart feels happy, my feet feel light. I shake all over, I feel alright. I never felt like this before. Something's got a hold on me that won't let go. But I never thought it could happen to me. Got me happy when I'm in misery. I never thought it could be this way. But love's sure gone and put a hurt on me. I said, hey, yeah. Oh, it must be love. You know it must be love. You know it walks like love. You know it walks like love. It talks like love. You know it talks like love. Make me feel alright. Make me feel alright. In the middle of the night.
And now, back to the Morning Stampede. Call 614-5553 to be a part of the show. Only on Whoop Island. Radio 99.
It's 9:45, meaning 15 minutes before we get out of here, and maybe we'll, maybe we'll play a really ripper on the way out the door. Yana just handed this to me from, I guess it's from National Enquirer. Why am I reading this? Anyway, it's about slim down fast for the summer. You don't need a personal trainer, just a plan. And you can get a beach-ready body by the 4th of July just by following the reliably proven Slim Fast Plan. Does that say plan? Yeah. Oh, that's an exclamation point, so it looked like a T to me. Anyway, simply drink 2 delicious advanced nutrition shakes per day. packed with protein and fiber, and they stave off hunger for up to 4 hours. Enjoy one healthy meal and then treat yourself to Slim Fast 100-calorie snacks to satisfy your cravings. Do you know that I don't know why? I'm sporting a little gut right now. I've had to have a couple of pair of pants let out thanks to these people with these meat and threes. The Old Fort and Cobblestone and Countryside Cafe and all that. I'm a Southern boy at heart. I just can't help myself. And it's one of those things where I just fried okra, snap green beans, and turnip greens, and country fried steak, and more gravy, and bring me some of those biscuits. I mean, anyway, so years back, Yana decided it would be a wonderful idea for us to invest in Nutrisystem. I don't mean buy stock. We just bought boxes and boxes of Nutrisystem. She convinced me, you know what, in the long run, this will be much better for both of us, and we'll save a little money because we used to just eat out all the time. And so we bought these boxes of Nutrisystem. By the way, we finally threw them away, just so you know. But I remember it was like something with meatballs, right? Swedish meatballs. They come out and they look like pellets. And then they're supposed to, boom, you know, in the water when you I don't know, heat them up in the microwave. I don't even know how you cook them. I guess that's what you do. And the milkshakes just tasted like slop. And I forget, but I mean, it had to be like $1,000 worth of Nutrisystem that just sat there. And then what we did was we used them for decoration in the pantry. Milkshakes on one side and all these Swedish meatballs on the other. Anyway, it was just it was god awful. So don't be conned into that with this Nutrisystem thing. You just don't want to even mess with it. Do we have someone on the line with us? Hello, Debbie? Is this Debbie? Debbie? Debbie?
Hey, Bill, how's it going?
Good. Where were you just now?
I'm out in Oregon.
Oh, you were in Oregon? Oh, that's right. Debbie Brockkamp, of course. Weren't you a neighbor of mine or my sister's on Pebble Beach Drive or something like that? Are you there, Debbie? Debbie.
No, my mom actually helped take care of one of your little sisters.
Oh, really? Who, Heather? You know, we're having a difficult time here, yeah. Debbie. Okay. I think there's like an echo system going and you're like a 3-second delay. But anyway, good morning to you.
Well, good morning to you, too. And anyhow, her name was Elaine Davidson.
Oh, yeah. Of course I remember her. I think I was gone. I was already in the Marine Corps about that time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so how you doing this morning?
I'm doing pretty good, and I finally made it up and called you is all.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Good morning.
Are you able to pick us up out there on the, we've got the hamsters working full time, so you should be able to hear us on the internet.
Yeah, I actually got it up and going when I'm awake and you're on. So this is my first time to catch you and see you. And anyhow, you're awesome, and I loved listening to your dad when I grew up. It was so good to have him in Crescent City.
Yeah, it sure was. 42 years he was on the air there. Did you know that?
No, I didn't exactly know how many years, but it was like he was like a part of my life. It's weird not having him there. You know, it's just weird.
Well, I certainly don't fill his shoes, but feel free to tune in any time you like in the morning. I know it's very early out that way, right?
Yeah, it is. That 3-hour difference is hard to get up when you don't sleep all well at night, so you're up late. You know, so then the morning hours are kind of hard.
What part of Oregon are you in?
I'm up in Salem right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Salem's good place. Is it a little fogged in?
No, the sun's been out, but the weather's supposed to be changing now anyhow, but which is nice. It's been freaking hot.
Yeah. Cleveland, Tennessee is where I am. By the way, I had 3 hours of my childhood, 3 years of my childhood back here. And currently, or today, it's going to be 88 degrees. It's just gorgeous back here. Everything's grown out, blossoming, blooming, so forth. It's just, it's really nice. Anytime you ever come back this way, you and that big dog that I see in some of your pictures.
Yes, they're all, isn't he awesome? Yeah, my mom's from Virginia, so I've been back there a few times.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice. I just love the big trees better than the shorter trees.
Yeah. Well, Debbie,
people are awesome.
We really appreciate you calling in, and thanks so much for listening out that way. And we have a little practice here, is you got to tell 10 people now that you've been on the air and for them to listen.
Awesome.
All right, Deb. Hey, it's nice talking with you, and I really do appreciate you getting up and giving us a call. We love you out that way.
All right. Well, thanks for everything you do, Bill, and we'll see you later and enjoy.
All right, darling. That's Debbie Brockkamp. She's out in Salem, Oregon. I guess a neighbor of ours when we lived on Pebble Beach Drive in a little town in Northern California. It was gorgeous, I must say. I always called it Rednecks in the Redwoods. But I do remember Debbie, and I remember her mom for that matter. Do you guys remember, I don't know about you, but I grew up, some of the times with my grandmother due to different things going on in the family and that sort of thing. Do you remember just hating the news? My grandmother made me watch three things that I just couldn't stand. Liberace, do you remember? Liberace, and the news, and Lawrence Welk. You remember? Thank you, folks. A one, and then a two, and, ba-da-ba-da. And they had Bobby, he used to be with the Musketeers. He was a dancer. I remember watching that. Actually, years later, I exec produced a TV show, kind of a rip-off from American Gladiators called Knights and Warriors that I co-exec produced with Larry Welk, Lawrence's son, who, by the way, walked into a huge inheritance. Larry, I'm telling you, he got his hair done and he got his teeth done, and guy's worth $1 billion, but a really nice guy. Just picked it all up from Lawrence Welk. And Lawrence Welk was smart because he invested in property. Everybody thought he was from a foreign country. He was from St. Louis. Just talked funny, that's all. But, he ended up owning most of Santa Monica Boulevard with all these beautiful big buildings and hotels and office buildings and condos. And he's just rolling in the dough. A neighbor of ours out in Malibu, California there for a while. But at any rate, it was, I don't know. What do we got here? Polio virus zaps brain cancer cells. Come on, Yana, really? Just come on, will you? Hello to Brian Graves and Rick Norton and Alan. I think it's Alan Muncie and William Wright, who was over here yesterday. I don't remember him being here, but he was. And just want to say hello to the Cleveland Daily Banner and thanks for doing what you do. And been doing it for all these years, so you're doing something right? It's 7 minutes before the hour of 10 o'clock in the morning. One of my favorites. I love this guy. I love him. He's Brian McKnight, rather, and One. Here we go.
It's undeniable that we should be together. It's unbelievable how I used to say that I'd fall never. Need to know if you don't know just how I feel, then let me show you now that I'm for real. If all things in time will reveal. Yeah, one, you're like a dream come true. Two, just wanna be with you. Plain to see, then you're the only one for me. And repeat steps 1 through 3. I make you fall in love with me. If ever I believe my work is done, then I'll start back at 1. Yeah. So incredible the way things work themselves out, and all emotional once you know what it's all about. Hey, and undesirable for us to be apart. Never would have made it very far, 'cause you know you got the keys to my heart. 'Cause one, you're like a dream come true. Two,
It's the Morning Stampede with Bill Stamps, weekday mornings on Whoop Island.
Frank, how you doing this morning?
Hey, good morning. I just wanted to welcome you to Cleveland.
Well, thank you.
And I know that you were saying you were from L.A. or had spent a lot of time in L.A., and I wanted to let you know if you ever get homesick, go down to Dalton. And, I don't know if you've been there recently, but that place is like a small L.A., and I'm serious. Spanish language signs everywhere.
Yeah, no, that's one of the reasons I'm here. The whole time I was there, I consider myself to be a Southerner, so go figure.
I just wanted to let you know.
Well, Frank, thanks so much for calling in. We really appreciate it, and spread the word. Call us anytime you like, Frank.
Join Bill Stamps weekday mornings on Whoop Island.
Whoop, whoop.
Radio 99.
If you need a little green, Lending Frog is making deals. He'll lend you cash on any kind of wheels. Borrow just a little, or you can borrow big. Lending Frog is a new financial gig. It's hip to hop into cash. LendingFrog.com is making a splash. Dig it, dig it. Dig it, dig it.
Guns, and more guns. That's right, folks. U.S. Money Shops has just received a large shipment of pre-owned Glock 22s, 23s, and the awesome Beretta 8040D Cougar. These guns are law enforcement trade-ins that start at just $379.99 while supplies last. At U.S. Money Shops, there's no shortage of guns, so if you're looking for a great deal on a newer pre-owned gun, then check us out first.
Buy yourself or apply today. The better way at U.S. Money Shops.
Visit usmoneyshops.com for the location nearest you.
Mornings on Whoop Island are getting even better with Bill Stamps.
Moonshine and caviar, not that bad.
The Morning Stampede with Bill Stamps. Only on Whoop Island.
Whoop, whoop.
Radio 99.
For every little kiss, there's a little teardrop. For every single thrill, there's another heartache. The road is rough